Welcome to the Troy. Yep, exactly. Troy Graham Experience. Daddy's Lounge, episode 14. Frustrated Father. What do you do with all that? What do you do with all of that? What can you do when you're frustrated as a father? Huh? What can you do? Who's there for the frustrated father? Who? Who's there to listen? Who's there to hear? Hopefully, it'll be his children. You know, I'm supposed to have a guest, but I don't know if he could hear me or what's going on with him. But I'm live now, son. So if you could tell me what's up, you could jump on the show because you are on mute. Anyhow, when he gets his stuff straight, he'll jump on, and then he can introduce his own self. That's the frustrating part, you know. That's the frustrating part right there. Wanting to do something and not being able to do it all the way. Right? Right. I don't know. My eyes have been bothering me lately. That's why you see me squinting. So, you know, again, welcome to the Troy Graham Experience. Daddy's Lounge, episode number 14. Can you believe it? I didn't even want to come on today at all, you know? I didn't want to come on today. Uh, because I was so frustrated, you know? I just want to keep it rolling. Well, I'll just apologize on Friday and say I was a little bit under the weather, and then I wasn't even gonna pretty up today. I wasn't gonna comb my hair. Wasn't gonna grease up the bed. Nothing. Comb my hair. Just nothing. That's the part of frustration. And there's another reason I'm frustrated because I don't know if he's here or not. I see his picture and everything, but he's either stuck on mute or he's just listening and not jumping on. Right? Because that's what I need him to do is to jump on. I called him, Facebooked him, FaceTimed him, text him. So I need that boy to jump on here. But anyway, let's do this thing. I've always been a solo actor, at least when it comes to this. But let me tell you something. When you do this by yourself, and I'm not talking about the show now, just being a father, sometimes you will get frustrated and you'll either just lash out or you'll stay frozen in time because you tell yourself you can't do this no more. But I feel that it's half and half right now at this age with me. I want to say to hell with it, just throw my hands up and say, okay, I'm done. I'm done. And the other part of me wants to say, I just don't care. And so I'm saying bye bye. That's my Aaron Hall impression, y'all. I'm saying bye bye. It sucks, I know, but I never said I was a singer. But anyhow, right? It's yeah, that's what it does. It just takes you places. Because the way you look at life when you're the father, sometimes is very simple, and then when your kids don't get the simpleness of it and they make it a little complex, you're like, where did I go wrong? What's going on? You frustrated with them, but you start to look back at yourself like, what can I have done better? And I needed him to hear this. That's why I asked him to come on the show. All right. I hope you're listening and then you jump on later, but I don't know what's up. So, because there's so many things, you see so much in them, you see so much in the kid, in your children, and they don't take to it. They don't see what you see. And you get to the point where you're like, what more? Well, get to the Tyrese thing. What do you want from me? I want you to be your best. Manifest your greatness, man. Damn that other, I will, I will, I will. I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying. Damn that. I am the product if I'm trying, I'm trying. I carried a bunch of pain and failure so y'all wouldn't. So y'all would excel. This is how I know that you will be great. Because I faced failure. I've done the I'm trying thing. Not that I've never succeeded, because I have had success. But at the same time, man, you want them to see their greatness because you want them to fly higher than you ever did. You want something to talk about. When you see other people talking about their children, you want something to talk about. You know? And that's what I want them to understand. I don't want you to do any. I want you to be the best you could be for you. And if you want to do it for me, then if that's your motivating factor, then that's great. Just do it. Just do it. I want to celebrate y'all, man. I want to celebrate all of you. So allow me to do that while I'm still here. You know? Because I can't celebrate anything if I'm not here. You know how many things I wanted in this life that I miss because I kept saying I'm gonna try and try. But time don't give a damn about you trying. It keeps moving. It keeps moving and it shall ever, forever, ever, ever, ever move. No matter why you standing still or not. It's gonna move. So I just want you to not stand still while time is moving. I want you to move in conjunction with time. Move, take those steps. You can do it, man. It's not a matter of can you do it. It's what do you want? How badly do you want it? Will you do it? And why won't you do it? Everybody's pushing for you. You should push 3 times harder than everybody else is pushing for you. Not you ain't around nobody that wants you to fail, man. And you know me, and once I get on that phone, I'll never tell you to go fail. I'll tell you, hey, we gonna make sure you fly. Not too close to the sun now, like Icarus, but we gonna make sure you fly. You're no longer that caterpillar. You're a damn butterfly now, baby. Better than that, you're a hawk. You soar way above the skies and see everything. You know? You are what's called an intelligent predator. You see something, you see a snake or something, some other type of, or a fish, you see it from a mile away and you're going to say, well, let me get my trajectory right, time it, and when you come down, you're going to scoop up that fish or that snake, and now it's yours. It's yours. Yes, it's yours. You earned it. You did the work to get there. You pushed yourself to get there before an eagle got there, or any other hawks, or any other predators. And you said, "This is my reward now. I got the fish." You hear me, son? You got the fish, baby. Jump on. You got the fish. Yeah, you got the fish, baby. But you got to want it more than anybody else want it. And here's the thing: sometimes that frustrates me even more. And and most fathers, when your child knows that they have it, they've seen it. I had them on the football field. Both of them were captains. Both 2 out of 3 of my sons were captains. The other one played basketball. He was a rebounding monster. So you got it in you, man. You were the youngest. You always followed behind your brother, Malcolm. Whatever he did, you try to emulate. You got it in you, man. Greatness. What I tell you, that y'all gonna be good men who do great things before the good Lord ever calls me home. Why is that? Because not all great men are good. Well, a good man can be great, can do great things. See? All right. How do you see yourself, son? How do you see yourself? If you will come on, you can answer me. How do you see yourself? Huh? I never once told you couldn't do anything. But Lord have mercy. I'm frustrated, brother. I'm frustrated, man. Frustration. These silences irritate me too. But it's okay. We're going to work our way through it. We're going to work our way through it. We always do. If I could survive having one stroller and 3 children, if I could survive not folding that stroller up on the bus when it was crowded, if I could survive, living off peanut butter to make sure y'all got your Pampers and baby food and all that, I'll survive this moment of frustration. I could survive tearing a muscle in my arm after my first surgery so y'all can get your wick. I can survive, baby. I can survive this. But I'm going to let you know the truth. It's difficult. It's difficult. It ain't nothing easy. Frustration. It ain't nothing easy with this. Because I don't want to hear no more excuses. No more. Do what you say you're going to do. And do as you say to me that you are going to do. Easy enough, right? If you speak it, do it. If you need help with it, ask and you'll get help. Don't lie down and quit. Don't do that. Think back on everything you've been through in this life and don't you lie down and quit. And don't give me no excuses about you had something wrong with your phone today because I know you can hear me. You just need to come on. If you don't come on, you don't come on. That leaves me to do anything I want. Remember that. How many times have I told y'all coming up? You want a good father? Be a good son. I can easily play hide and seek with you too. And I won't, but maybe I will. Who says? Who says either or, huh? Me, I decide. I've always decided my faith and your faith until you got over. Hmm. I want to think about some good times now, man. Can't stick on frustration, even though I am very frustrated. Very, very frustrated. But let's flash back to some good times. Remember all the times that you were on the honor roll? Hmm? Remember all the books y'all used to read for school? You used to have all these awards. Remember all your accomplishments on the football field? Remember when you played Parkside? They would trot out these big ass Cuban kids, tell you that they were 13, 10, and then they were never that age. This damn kid was my size. You were trying to tell me he 12? But you did your thing though, didn't you? You were unstoppable at some point. You and your brother, boy, they couldn't stop y'all. I said, what? They could not stop you. Amazing. I was so impressed by that, man. And when I pushed y'all in the summertime and got y'all into shape, y'all did your best. Y'all didn't want to do it. But the more I pushed you, the better you became. When we did not work out in the summertime because I got a weekend and all that, y'all didn't take it to work out without me. Your game suffered. You were breathing heavy, falling behind everybody, all of that. But when I pushed you, y'all were better than everybody else on that team. This is the one, the one. That's right. Number one and number one. See, those were the good times, man. You believed in yourself then. What's stopping you from believing in yourself now? Mm. Don't know. I really don't know. Maybe you could give me an answer to that. Hold on, everybody. Hold on real quick. I gotta go do something. Hold on. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. I'm back now. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. I just had to step away for a minute. It took a little longer than I would care for it to take, but I'm back. I don't know where I left off, but it doesn't matter. You know, all things lead back to frustration and how you go about handling it. I have no idea. That's my answer for everything today. I have no idea. I do have an idea. My auntie told me something once. She passed away. Uh, my oldest auntie, she passed away. She said, "You know what? You're gonna have two problems in your entire life. Woman and picnic." I said, "What you mean by that?" I was 15, 15, right? So she said, "Yeah, your only problem gonna be woman and picnic." I said, "Why you say that?" She said, "Because you love too much." Didn't understand it 39 years ago, but I understand it now. Sometimes when you have that big heart, man, you put it out there entirely too much and it get hurt, you know? And so what you got to do, talking to myself and whoever's listening, what you got to do is learn how to say no. Or better yet, know, and then keep walking. There's nothing else need to be said. Just know and keep it moving. Hmm. Say, wow, that sounds so easy. It is, but when you're not practiced at saying no, it's not easy. It's just not easy.
You can hear me?
Right.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Hey, you got turn. What you got turned down that? Are you on the phone or something?
No, that's the dog in the TV. I'm ready to turn the TV down.
Yeah.
You can hear it better?
You can turn it off because I can still hear.
All right,
Okay,
let's turn.
that's the dog. Can you close the room? Can you close the door?
What you say? Yeah,
Is
I'm
your
ready.
door open?
I could close the I could close the room with the dog in it. Hold on.
Okay. Is he in a cage?
No, he got his own room.
All right, just close the door.
Uh,
All right, you go back to where you were,
uh,
but you got to come on camera, man, because no one can see you.
let me put my hoodie on real quick.
Huh?
All right, let me put my hoodie on real quick and let me get on.
No, no. I mean, you have your video. I can see you, but you got to put your face on camera.
Uh,
All right.
and
Take the hoodie off, man. Why are you always hiding? Take the hoodie off. That's the whole purpose of you being on camera.
my fault.
Yeah. So you weren't on at all, right?
What you say?
You weren't on earlier, right?
Nah.
Okay. So I was talking to myself. So I can only see this part of your face. So you got to. Okay. There you go. Come a little closer. There you go. So what I was talking about was the name of the show was Daddy Lounge. Remember I used to do the boxing show, right?
Yeah.
It's still the Troy Graham experience, but it's Troy Graham experience, the Daddy's Lounge, and this is episode number 14, right?
Yeah.
So this today we're talking about being a frustrated father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I be frustrated?
Frustrated as a father.
Mm-hmm. At least right now, why you think I'm frustrated?
There's a couple things that a father could be frustrated about.
No, me.
Oh yeah, you in particular. Um, just having kids, like you just want your kids to be the best they can, and you don't want to have that feeling of worry in your heart or in your mind about your kids. You just want your kids to be successful. You want your kids to be emotionally good, and you want your kids to make it somewhere. So like me as being one of your kids, I'm still learning about this life thing as an adult. I'm still um I'm still learning and going through your experiences that I never experienced before. Same with my other two brothers. So we just on this journey of life, just learning right now. But we do have a good father that teach us right from wrong and tell us his past experience when he became an adult too. So um right now sometimes I wouldn't say sometimes we bump heads. We don't bump heads really. It's just sometimes um you'll have misunderstandings as a parent and kid, but it's not nothing too serious. It's just like, oh, you experienced it before us, so you don't want us to go down the same path, or you know what's best for us. So that's where I'm getting it from. Why you'll be frustrated? You'll be frustrated because um, at a particular age in life, you will want us to probably do more, or just put in more energy into certain things, not worrying about the wrong things. Uh, be more be more intelligent about our money, intelligent about our awareness, and just be a better person overall, just improving overall.
That about covers. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna put you in the seat that I usually carry, the one that interviews everybody. So you get to interview me. So I'll
Mhm.
ask you one more question, and then you can ask me whatever you want. All right?
All right.
Like, what do I do while y'all still slowly not grasping how good you could be.
Can you repeat the question? My fault.
I
Like just
said, what do I do as a father while I'm waiting on y'all to be as good as I see you could be? Like I said, what is that thing I tell you all the time? You're going to be great men that do
great things,
good things,
good things.
because not all great men are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
So what do you feel you could do now as a son to help me with my frustration here? And that,
Well, the first thing I could do is graduate. That's one of the things that I really need to do. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and I'm at like the finish line right now. So graduation, um, and I'm doing something great with my future, either a career, um, military, Air Force, or trade school. I got a lot of options on the line that I've been thinking of. So you just want me to succeed. So I honestly want like to have a career or something that can impact my life for the good in the future as a man. Um, I say be more in contact. Um, be more in contact. Be more helpful around the house that I'm in right now. Um, and ask you for more advice. Because you have been helpful over the past. Well, you've been helpful since I came to this earth, and most of the time your advice is never wrong. Because like I said before, you experienced things before. You've been my age before, so your advice never wrong. Um, and also just keeping God close. I always keep God close, but you know, just doing that, taking your advice more, being more in contact, and setting myself up for a successful future. Same with my two brothers.
okay, well, like I said, you're in control now, so you ask me questions. I have to answer.
All right. What more would you want out of your sons?
I just want y'all to focus and stay focused on, stay focused and understand that you were given gifts, then you're not using them because you keep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you keep telling yourself you're not going to fail or it's too hard, or I just need you all to focus and understand that just because something is hard doesn't mean that you're not going to make it. All that hard stuff is what you go through. Just like when you start doing push-ups, they were hard and painful
Mm,
because your muscles would had to get used to it, right?
yeah.
And then once you build that muscle up, you could do more, and they're not as hard at first until you get closer and closer to the higher numbers. And that's how life works. When you first start, you have to build those muscles up and you have to be taught lessons. So that's why you go through so much.
Yeah.
But if you constantly walk away, you'll never grow or experience what you're supposed to experience. How do I know that?
All your
Because I
experience.
because I did that. When
Yeah.
times got tough, a lot of times I go look for something else, and then when that got tough, I go look for something else. But when I did finish things, when I went through something and finished things, it felt great. But I constantly just kept going until I found something that I could finish, and it not wasn't always the best thing for me to finish. The stuff that was harder would have been better because I would have been further along.
Hmm.
So go ahead.
It's another question I got. Well, can I ask regular questions or does it have to
You can ask
expand?
anything you want.
Okay. So what made you fall in love with boxing?
They called out to me, man. Oh, when I was 17, I lived in the Bronx, which I told you I went to Alfred E. Smith High School, right?
Yeah.
And I was in music class with a brother by the name of David Ortiz, I believe his name was. And he came into school with these sunglasses on. They were real dark, and then these gold. He had on a hoodie, but he had these golden gloves around his neck, right?
Mm,
So I'm like, "What's going on with you, David? Why are you wearing the sunglasses inside the school, man? What's up?" He said, "Oh, I got a black eye." So my first thought growing up the way I said, "Okay, so who jumped you?" He said, "Ain't nobody jumped me. I'm in the golden gloves, man. And I won last night." I didn't know what he was talking about, right?
yeah.
So he showed me it. He explained to me, "Yeah, I'm a boxer, and I'm going through the amateurs right now. I'm gonna go to the Olympics and get a gold medal." And when I turn pro, I'm gonna be my own boss. I'm gonna manage myself. That right there clicked the light in my head
Mm-hmm.
because I want to be my own boss. And
Yeah,
then once boxing calls to you, you don't call to it. It calls to you. It doesn't let you go. And
yeah.
that's what happened with me.
That's good. That's good. It was a good story. Um, Me, I'm gonna ask another question about myself because it's
Right?
related to it's related to this question I just asked you. Like I said, I've been having boxing on my mind for like a couple years now. I just couldn't never be consistent with it. It's like I'm there at one point and then I'm not there because I got a lot on my plate and I'm also like busy too. But I honestly want to get into boxing. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like because when I see some sons asking their fathers that they want to get into boxing, they get kind of scared for their son or they say no off rip. Like, what's your feelings behind that? Me wanting to get into boxing to take it serious, like not like a joke. Like I want to take it serious.
Honest with you, I would say you try and do something else. But if that's what you love and that's what you want to do, then I'm going to encourage you, and I'm going to set you up with the best trainer that I know, and you know who I'm going to put you in the gym with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the show last time I did the show. So,
Mhm.
and then you and I could do FaceTime stuff, and I could show you some stuff in FaceTime, right?
Yeah.
And then when I come down there, we could work the pads and go to the gym and all that. But most of our stuff will be on FaceTime. But I would just tell you the truth about it. You know, you're gonna have to work to earn everything that you want.
Mhm.
Winning the amateurs, you got to earn it because once you start fighting international, and then you're 20 years old, right?
Yeah.
How tall are you? 6'2"?
Yeah. 6'2".
What?
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
How much you weigh? 160 something?
Yeah, 160 flat.
Wow. So in your case, you're gonna have to come down. How amazing is that? You're gonna be 6'2" fighting at 154
154.
or one. You can't make 147, right?
Um, if I become 147 at this height, I think I'm gonna look sick. I'm
Well,
already 10 years
150.
of
Well,
age.
you probably have to fight at like 154, or because even with your height, you're still going. Those guys sweat down from 30 pounds. So if you go to 160, you'll be fighting guys that are really sweating down from 30 to say from about 200 pounds or 190 pounds, right?
Mm.
But when
Yeah.
they rehydrate, they're going to be around 180 or 175. So they're going to be heavier than you.
Yeah.
Same thing with 154. They're not going to be that much smaller or lighter. So you probably just have to fight at 154. You can make 154.
Mm.
Uh,
Is that the weight class Terrence Crawford fighter?
yes.
Okay.
So you probably be the tallest one in there, but I could uh, I could show you how to fight from the outside. I showed y'all stuff, a few things, right?
Yeah, I still
And then
remember some
Mar-
combos.
and then Marvin would no. I showed you about balance and how to put you. I showed you more than that. And
Mm.
Marvin could take you further than I can because he's a champion maker, right?
Yeah.
I have core knowledge. He has a whole lot more knowledge than me. So there you go.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Um. But yeah. Me and Malcolm been wanting to get into it for a while, but I don't know. It's just something. It's like every time I get serious about it or actually want to commit to it, something else pops up. So I'm
How come you
guessing
don't? How come y'all don't want to do football no more? Y'all excelled at football.
we did football. Um. I don't know. I just had a switch in my mind. Like at first, I liked football a lot. Like I grew up on football. I played football since I was how old? What was the first time I played football when I was 4 or 5?
No, you probably if Malcolm was 9 and you were probably 6.
Yeah, first time I played when I was 6, and then like as I got older, like boxing just started coming in. I think I got it from you, but that's like the
I was
truth.
the first one to show you anything. I was the first one. I was the only one to take you to the gym. So yeah,
Yeah, so
I
like
showed y'all how to, about balance. I didn't let y'all throw punches or nothing. I showed you how to stand.
Mm-hmm.
and I showed you how easily I could push you back, and I showed you how to slip punches, how to jab, and put some combinations. Yeah, that's what I showed you, basic stuff.
Yeah,
And we never thought about basketball,
I did, but I never had love for basketball. How I had love for football. Football like my
huh?
main. I said I never had love for basketball. Like I had love for football, but basketball be
You,
on my mind.
you should try it, man. I mean, you're still young, so you should try it. You never know. You might unlock some skill you never know about. There was a brother who, oh my God, he played. He's from the Virgin Islands. I see it. Tim Duncan, right?
Mm-hmm.
7 footer. Back in the day, he didn't start playing until he was in high school,
Yeah.
and then he got picked up by a college over here from the Virgin Islands. He left the Virgin Islands, came over here. I think he won a championship in high school and in college. Then he got to the pros, and he won 3 or 4 championships.
Yeah, Tim Duncan is good.
Yeah,
Me.
Tim Duncan. So you could be like that. You could be like that in boxing too. But boxing is a hard way to go. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not dissuading you, but I love this so much that nothing mattered to me. I
Mm-hmm.
could tell you, I've been swallowed blood. I hurt people. They hurt me. You know, one guy shifted my brain. He hit me so damn hard. The other guy gave me a walking concussion. I've broken people's ribs and all that stuff is a tough sport for tough people,
Yeah.
and and then you could never ever ever be out of shape because you don't know when a call's gonna come in for that 5, 6, 7, 8 figure fight, millions of dollars, and you out of shape.
Yeah.
So you should always stay in shape, and you should have a plan for yourself. That say 3 to 5 year plan. Say this is what I want to do, and you shouldn't let anybody manage you but you. But
Mm-hmm.
you get the experience from people who are wiser than you. Like you get yourself a lawyer who knows about the sport, and you talk to people in the sport, and that's how you stay ahead of everybody else, and don't let people steal your money. You know.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Um. Let me think. Um. What's
Why?
your what's your what's your love status like right now?
Huh?
What's your love status like right now?
Or you mean that you want to know if I'm with somebody?
Yeah.
I talk to people, man. I talk to women. They come and they go.
Yeah. I understand. Oh yeah, I never asked you this before.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know like your experiences. Like, I want to get your advice about relationships and like females overall, because I don't think we ever had a talk about that before.
Nah, I told you about the birds and the bees, but it was a sloppy thing. I didn't like it. But what do you want to know?
No, like a talk like um how well I already know how females should be treated and things like that, but like on that topic, like how should a man treat a female? What to expect in a relationship? Um, if things go wrong in a relationship, how do you handle it? Like for instance, cheating or things like that.
Well, I tell you like this: once you enter a relationship, most important thing for you to do is listen. She will
Mhm.
tell you everything she wants if you
Yeah.
just. If you constantly the one talking and you tell her everything about you, she gonna know what to do with you, but you're not gonna know what to do with her.
Hmm.
So you should listen. That's the first thing, and be strong enough to don't let them control you because they have a treasure that every man wants, every heterosexual man, but that can't be the only thing holding you there. If that's all that's there, then you're not in a relationship. You're just having sex with somebody.
Yeah.
So but sometimes, like I tell Malcolm, you have to know how to lower your damn voice. Stop. You get more with honey than you do with vinegar. Let's just put it that way.
Hmm.
What I mean by that is the whole yelling and fussing. Don't fuss and yell with no woman. I know that's hard because you saw me do that with your mother, right?
Yeah.
But The best thing I didn't do that I could have done, a lot of times you see me walk away too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my advice to you. Walk away. As far as getting to know them, like I said, a woman will tell you everything if you just listen. And if you make eye contact, then say something.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid. Just say something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and most importantly, at this stage, don't lie. Because, like, I'm talking to someone right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking to somebody else, but they don't. It's just talking, so I don't have to explain anything to either woman because I'm not obligated to. If we get closer and serious, then I'll tell them both about each other, and we can figure it out from there, right?
Mhm.
But I'm not going to be going behind anybody back because no one's going to tell me I did that at this stage of my life. If they want to stay, if both of them want to stay, we'll work something out. If one wants to leave and the other one wants to stay, well, we'll work something out.
Yeah.
But ain't no woman going to dictate to me what I'm going to do with my own life. I
Yeah.
had that, been there, done that already.
Yeah. I was asking because I've been in like a couple relationships down the line. Like, um, like my first serious relationship was when I was 15, and I've been with that same girl for 2 years, and then we broke up when I was 17. Then I got in another relationship. Um, I think it was my first, no, my second job. I worked at McDonald's, and she was working there too. I met her. We was together for like 8 months, and then me and her broke up. And then I got to another relationship. Well, I'm in a relationship right now, actually. But these the past ones that me and you haven't really had to talk about. But they all kind of end the same way. So it's like I don't know, and I don't know what I be doing wrong, or yeah, I don't know what I be doing wrong, or is it just them?
Why do you think you did something wrong?
That's just my mindset. Like when I get into a relationship, I come with nothing but like genuine intentions, and true love. I don't come with any hidden agendas, or I don't come with, oh, I'm going to cheat on this girl, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I come in your life to like try to make your life better. Like for example, say if cause to be honest, in this generation, you're not gonna really find a female that's gonna pick up a man that's down to his lowest. But a man would do that for a female in this generation, and I'm one of them type men. So it's like, say for instance, I'm dating a female um that's not really like at her best spot in life right now. I would still date her, and I will come in her life to like make her life better. And then when she gets when she gets to like a point, or if I'm being too nice, like if I'm being too nice for a long period of time, or if I'm just being a good guy for a long period of time, they seem to like think they could take advantage of that and seem like they could walk over me. But I'm just doing it from my heart. And then when I just flip the whole script because you think you got me figured out, I just stop doing everything I did, and then they just leave. It's not all about me trying to make their life better though. It's plenty of relationships that I got in that, oh, we was just dating with no money involved, and it still ended the same way, or things like that. So I'm just thinking like, and this generation is so different from past generations. It's like if you're like the good guy in this generation, you being too nice, the female will walk over you or try to walk over you. But if you're the bad guy in this generation, they'll stay with you and chase you. It's weird. I don't understand.
No, it's not. It's always been that way. But I can tell you what you're doing wrong because your father did it.
Hmm.
You're so blinded by the you're so blinded by the purpose of your own kindness that you never see the character of the person.
Yeah.
You go into things thinking, well, they need my help. No, no expectations. Now let them
Hmm.
show you who they are before you offer up who you are.
Yeah.
That's that's what it is. You keep offering up who you are, so of course you're gonna attract certain women because you missed the one to save somebody, just like your daddy is, right? Was,
Yeah.
and then you like the energy you put out is what usually you get back. So okay, if you wanted someone in need, guess what? You're gonna get that person that's in need, but you can't see their character because all you thinking to yourself is I'm doing the right thing and I'm gonna make them better. Are they making you better? Yeah, you know what do they bring to your
Yeah.
life? You
Yeah.
don't ask yourself that, do you? You just stay on that course like I'm gonna help them out, right?
Exactly.
Okay, well there you go. You can't see who they are if you're blinded by your purpose solely instead of just sitting back and said, I'm gonna listen to them speak, and I'm gonna allow them to show me who they are before I extend myself and give too much of me away. You give
Hmm.
yourself away entirely too fast.
You definitely right. I never thought about it that way. I really didn't. Yeah, never thought about it that way.
Well, I already walked where you walked. You know, how
Yeah,
many women I've dated that had children, and I said I'm gonna rescue. The same thing. I'm gonna save them, and da 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 da. And look what happened.
yeah. And then like, um, I don't know. Females sometimes be bringing out the worst in me. Like
Huh?
I said, sometimes. Well, it's like depending on the female that I'm messing with at the time. If it's like a female that I'm truly like in love with, and we already built that bond, then something bad happens. It's like they bring out the worst in me. It's like why me? Like why you do me like that? Like, I don't understand. And then I just be asking myself like, I did everything right. I had a good heart, this, that, and the third, and they still do what they want to do. But
What
then
if
like it's
someone did that to them?
I understand that, but it's like I don't believe in that. Just because somebody did something to you in the past, like coming to new relationship healed. Like relationships to me, like I take loyalty very serious. Like that's like something that I really take serious in relationships. It's like if you don't have any loyalty, just don't talk to me or just tell me what's up. And we don't got to date. But it's like it's always the same. It's always the same pattern though. It's like if a female do me wrong, and then time goes by, all of them always reverse back or say they miss me. But I don't date them. I don't date females for a second time though. I don't. I just let them,
Oh, you sound
comfortable with
like,
they had.
well, the only good advice that I can give you is slow down. You got to learn how to love yourself more than you do others. So that's not being selfish. Invest in yourself the same way you invest in them first,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that's the only way you're going to know what's real or not real. Give that energy to yourself and say, well, I need to build me first before I can help anybody build you. But don't go in thinking that you have to be Bob the Builder in every relationship. Go in there thinking that, well, I have no expectations. We'll get to know each other, and we'll let time decide where we go. You
Mm-hmm.
you jump in with an attitude like, I'm gonna show her what kind of person I am. I'm gonna help her, and then okay, she ain't. Very few women are gonna say no to that, right?
Yeah.
Unless you find a rare one. But she says, okay, takes everything you have, all your emotions, all your love, all your money, and then they're like, man, this dude is too easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's too easy. So I got to find someone now who's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a big
but
six.
they don't start. They don't say that. But in the back of their minds, they give off that energy like, I'm good now. I'm on my own 2 feet. I can go help. I can go meet somebody and have some fun with them. Oh, he's exciting. He's flashy. I'm gonna go have some fun with him, and then they get reeled in.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a paper in college one time about why do good girls like bad boys, or why do women like the bad boys, and I talked to about 20 women. They all said the same thing.
What you just said?
They said they were fun, and they felt like they would protect them. And I asked each and every one of them the same thing. When times got hard, where was this bad boy? They all said, well, they weren't there. They were gone.
Exactly.
Thank you. So,
That's exactly how I play out too.
but what you have to stop doing there, my son, is stop giving yourself away and allow them to show you who they are so you can ask questions. You never ask any questions. You just jump in.
Mm-hmm.
So you keep jumping in without a parachute. What do you think gonna happen?
My fault.
Ah,
You definitely right.
that's
You
what it
definitely
is.
right. Like just listening to you talk is like, and I'm listening to you talk and then thinking about the relationships I was in, and just like it adds up, like 100%. Everything you said. So that's like that's crazy. That's crazy. But it's like I'm thankful for that advice though because I never thought about that. It's like well, in most probably like 80% of relationships I think the same. You're right. I do move on too fast, and I do be trying to show them who I really am too fast without like really getting to know them or building a bond first. So yeah, it might do seem like I'm too easy. I mean, I'm aware of what I'm doing, but it's like I don't know. I just got a good heart. Just like I'm blessed with a good heart, but it's also like I feel cursed with it too, though.
No, 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 no. The only reason why, I don't know what that noise is, but you have to stop it.
My
The only
fault.
reason why they said that good guys or nice guys finish fast, because
Hmm.
they don't spend any time on themselves.
Yeah,
They think that that's selfish. How is that selfish?
yeah.
You know, the person I said, one of the women I said I was talking to, she called, she called me earlier, but I didn't answer. You know why
Well,
I did that?
no, why?
Well, I could have answered where I was, I just didn't.
Hmm.
You know why? Huh?
Why?
Antici- Anticipation makes the heart grow stronger or fonder or some nonsense like that. But because and also I knew I didn't have to answer.
Hmm.
I've already set the groundwork that we were getting to know each other, right?
Yeah,
I could have, but I couldn't do it in that office. I
yeah,
really couldn't do it in that office. But it's all about setting the groundwork. I actually like the lady, right? What I've seen of her, I like the lady, right?
yeah.
But I'm not. We've. I think I've had this conversation with her, and I told her I'm not rushing into anything. You
Hmm.
know.
Yeah.
So, but that's. But she has a good heart, like you said. She has a good heart. We've had some good conversations. Uh, Ask me something else, man. Get off.
My fault. Too many questions about that.
No, me can ask me anything you want.
All right. What else? What else? Uh. Oh, let's get to like some spiritual things. Um, because that's like I had that talk with you like probably
Mm-hmm.
a few years ago.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? Like spiritual stuff.
What are you asking me? That's a real wide open question.
Um, well, certain stuff that I was doing, like that I tried when I first found out about it. What do you think about like meditation or grounding? Grounding basically like you barefoot outside and you putting your feet on the land on the grass and connecting with the earth. Uh,
Oh, you talking about foundation, right? So,
yeah, and sun gazing. Well, from what I heard like sun gazing is basically you looking in the sun, charging your third eye. Like usually, I heard stories of people saying you look in the sun too long, you will go blind. But the spiritual
mm-hmm.
meaning behind it is you charging your third eye, or just listening to like frequencies that'll heal you and approve your spirit and raise your
Well,
shine.
my advice to you is not to stare directly at the sun. I don't care what nobody says. That's not
Yeah,
good. Right? And the reason why I took you out of church since y'all were a little bit, so it's that you would have a foundation. But once you get older, you could you have a foundation, but you have a strong enough spirit to say, well, maybe I want to go here. This is where my spiritual journey will start. It could be anything, right?
yeah,
Uh, but that depends on where you are. I mean, Marcus said something to me I'll always remember, right?
hmm,
He said the reason why he didn't go to Pennsylvania with y'all that time with all that foolishness, right?
yeah.
He said, because I heard your voice in my head,
That's
right?
deep. Yeah,
So that tells me he listened to a lot of what I said, and that's his foundation, right? Never
yeah,
heard too much like that from you and Malcolm, but your foundation usually starts at home, and then I let y'all go to church purposely, and I figured you would learn something there. Hopefully you did. I took you out to the food banks, and remember we would go out, the homeless ministry.
yeah,
All of those things are character building. When I took you out to the soup kitchen and we helped serve food and everything when I was cooking, remember?
yeah,
All of that was character building, right? We
yeah,
used to go marching. Remember that?
yeah,
Okay. So character building. It all starts at home with character building, and then from there, as you get older, you build on it yourself. I always talk about my grandmother because she had me since I was a little bit, right?
yeah,
So I tell you the character building stories I had, but I don't really believe me a lot of times. Like when she found the wallet and she took it back to the man and he took it, then slammed the door in her face.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to kick his door off the hinges, and she said no. She slapped me when I got home, and she said, "You don't know what that man is going through. He could be in a lot of pain, and he just do not express himself." Because I said, "I'm still kicking his door," but I got a beating for that. But then she explained things to me.
Yeah.
She explained it to me like you got to think first. Don't just react. Every
Mm,
person, there's a lot of people that have reacted without thinking, and now they'll never see sunlight again.
exactly.
So you want to know how to get grounded?
Yeah.
Stop, think, and listen. There was one time where y'all got me frustrated, and I had gone outside for a walk, and I was just asking God to give me an answer, give me something, because I am frustrated. I'm ready to go. I won't be here no more.
Mm-hmm.
And this one guy drove by playing Bob Marley, and it was a song called Natural Mystic. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. If you listen carefully now, you will hear. It'll be the last. It could be the last trumpet. Might as well be the last. So many more will have to suffer. So many more will have to die. Don't ask me why.
Mm.
And it goes on and on and on. And I said, okay, I understand a little bit now. So that's when I came back. Y'all were all quiet and everything, and y'all were looking at me like, "Whew, we didn't think he would come back." That's the look y'all gave me, because that when I left, I left. I didn't yell. I didn't do anything. I just walked out.
Yeah.
Y'all were like, "What happens if he don't come back?" Figure it out. That was my thing to y'all. You come back on camera.
Mm.
Excuse me. Yeah. But that's what it is. Sometimes you just gotta like before when I told you get out the house and just go for a walk, right?
Yeah.
Those walks help clear your head, right?
For sure. I bring the Bible with me and all that.
So there you go. So what else is on your mind? I'm gonna ask you a question too, but go ahead.
What's on my mind? Um, right now, I don't know. Honestly, right now, I'm just flowing through life right now. It's like my mindset is. I don't know if this is a bad mindset to have or anything, and I don't want to sound like I'm too arrogant or anything, but I'm just the type person that's like very confident in myself. So it's like, for example, say if I'm in a bad position, well, I'm the type person that has a lot of confidence in myself and has a lot of faith in God. So say if I'm in a bad point in my life at the moment, I just know I'm gonna get out of it. I know I'm gonna get out of it for sure. It's like 100%. It's like if I'm down to my last dollar, if I don't know what to do next, or if I'm at a point where I want to give up on everything, I know I'm gonna gain my feelings back. I know I'm gonna come up from that situation, and I know I'm gonna make it forward. That's how I think in every situation. I don't, I
Mm.
don't know why I think like that or anything. It's just the type of mindset I have. Like I'm just confident and have faith. I don't never let like a bad moment cause back then I used to like let them bad moments consume me. But it's like now it's like when I'm in a bad moment, I don't let it consume me anymore. I just like, all right, what's my next move? Or all right, how I'm gonna get out of this? That's how I think now.
Okay. Well, listen. You sound like you're well. You always been well grounded because you spend more time with me. Remember, I had to homeschool you because you were too old to get the head start at first, right? So
Yeah,
by the time you got to school, you were in kindergarten, but they want to move you up to first grade, right?
yeah.
And what did I say?
No, keep me in the right grade.
Right. And I think I told you why, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah, because basically you excelling in kindergarten, but what happens if first grade is too much for you? You know what they're gonna do then?
yeah. It's gonna be
I said
stressful on me
let them
too.
grow in here, and we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah,
So you did real good there. That teacher was good. He had y'all gardening and everything. But so this leads me into my question: if you have everything you need to succeed, So what's holding you back?
Um, what's holding me back? I feel like it's myself.
Oh, hold on. Before you say anything, uh, Stacy's balcony garden. That's a friend of mine, right? She
Yeah,
said what keeps her grounded is meditation and yoga. Uh, yeah, she said meditation and yoga has brought me back to nature and the natural order of things. Yeah, she's real good with planting and she makes her own teas and all that stuff. She,
that's something
yeah,
that's something that sounds interesting too.
yeah,
It's not
she
too it's not too many men out here that like nature. I like nature though. Not gonna lie, I like animals. I like nature. I like plants. I like
she
stuff
says
like that.
you're an awesome young man.
Who me?
Yeah, because I'm not young.
Oh! Appreciate you. I didn't know she was on here. I just thought you was just talking about it. But how you doing?
Mhm. Yeah, she got sons herself. So yeah, but yeah, well, that gets back to my question. Like, what's holding you back?
Only thing I could think of is myself. I know I got the tools to be the best I can to succeed, but I think it's just I'm holding myself back. There's nobody to blame out here but myself. It's like when I get into
Mhm.
bad positions, I think that's on me. Like if I get in a bad financial situation, I'm gonna just put the blame on myself because I could have did better in that situation. Like say for example, I used to work at Amazon and I got fired at one time. I'm gonna say that's my fault. That's nobody else's fault. I could have been more hardworking. I could have had more energy to bypass them shifts. I could have did. I could have had way more. How can I say this? I could have been more intelligent with my purchases and money. Um, and yeah, things like that. So I'm gonna just say it's me versus me. Like if I get into bad positions, that's myself. If I get into good positions, it's myself. There's nobody out here to blame but me. So I just feel like I just need to improve so I won't get into bad positions. But in life, you're gonna always get into bad positions, regardless of what you do, because nobody life can't be perfect. Everybody has something they going through in life that they don't speak about or it shows. So I just need to learn how to. I just need to learn how to make my bad moments good. I'm gonna say it like that. That's how I think right now too. When I'm in a bad position, I'm just going to think about. I'm gonna think about it in a good way because I
You
want to read it.
just you just asked me about being grounded in spirituality. So, what other than staying focused, what more do you have to do to get past it? Because, okay, there's this old saying. I think it goes, "Don't sweat the small stuff," right?
Yeah.
So you just got to brush it off your shoulder, as they say, and keep it moving.
Mhm.
Like in football, when the quarterback throws an interception or a few interceptions, they tell them, right, you got to forget your last pass,
Yeah.
and you have to forget whatever's holding you back, and just tell yourself, I know I'm going to do it. I said and set out to do. Basically you have to give yourself your word, and you have to stand on your word.
Yeah.
That's now you're not talking to anybody else. You're talking to yourself, and any person that lies to themselves will come to know that you can never lie to yourself.
Mhm.
You know what you're going to do ahead of time. So tell yourself, I'm giving my word to myself, and stand on it like a man. Say, hey, I did not want to come on today because I was that frustrated, but I pushed through it because I promised myself with this show, I'm going to be consistent. I
Yeah.
had a I had a conversation with one of the cats on here who's way further ahead than I am, right?
Mhm.
And he's been around way longer than I am. When I first got on the social media, he was he was one of the big guys on here. He's way bigger now, uh, but the field that he's in,
Mhm.
he can't tell me he talks boxing, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't study boxing, don't know the history of it,
Mhm.
right? A
Yeah.
lot of what I've said when I was talking to him, he uses when he has guests on. He has.
Mhm.
So I would get on him like that, like, Your fans, your people are only there for BS and giggles because you don't know the sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Well, if you're so damn good at what you're doing, how come I'm so much better than you?" I said, "Because you're consistent and you stay true to what you're doing." I haven't done. I was honest enough to say that to him, to say the reason why he's so far ahead of me because he's consistent and he stays true to what he's doing. He's not changing up. He makes too much money, right?
Yeah.
Now you have to be honest to yourself and say XYZ to you to get you over that hump and stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, you talk, you speak real well. I want to see results.
Yeah.
I want to be proud of all of y'all. It's not that I'm not, but it's time for y'all to give me something I can hold and say, look, this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, Miss Stacy said, learn what lessons you need to from those mistakes and use them as stepping stones to level up.
Thank you, Miss Stacy. I appreciate it. I'll take your advice.
So, that's what it's all about, son. I mean, all of us, that whole gift to gab thing comes from that would be your great grandfather, right?
Yeah.
Sugar Graham, that was his nickname because he was sweet with the women.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a pool hustler and a grave digger.
Yeah.
And he had two families.
Well.
So he was real good with the gift. Everybody, the women loved him, right?
Yeah.
Now, your grandfather, he was more action than words.
Mm.
But you and Marcus favor him the most. He was very handsome, right?
Yeah.
So that's how he got over. And then the other grandfather, he doesn't. You don't say too much either. He's a doer, right?
Yeah.
You need something built or something fixed. You go to your Pop Brown, right?
Yeah.
Right. So two different men. You come from two different people. You never met the other one. You never even heard his voice. Marcus is the only one that's heard his voice, but he won't remember it because he was one,
Yeah.
right? But you know your other Pop, right?
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of things around you when y'all start going left and doing stuff that I couldn't deal with. I didn't know what to do. After a while, I ran out of ideas and thoughts of what to do, and then I just said, I want to grow some wings and fly away, you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't fly away. I stuck and stayed. I took a lot out of me, but it was it was my choice. You have to make a choice now on what you want to do because honestly, I could have left your mom years ago, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all would have never been born.
Yeah. I think you told me the story before.
I told you this the truth. The truth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I told them all to you because I was so frustrated with her not having my back with a lot of things. I went to stay with your great grandmother for like a month or two,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came back because it doesn't make any sense to me that I'm staying with someone who doesn't support me.
Yeah.
I don't care how good she look or whatever the case may be. I didn't want to go through that, and that's what you have to realize. You you have to learn how to support you
Mm-hmm.
because no one else is going to give you all of themselves to help you. You do that. I don't know why you do that to other people, and then you left with nothing, right?
Yeah.
So pull back, take all of that kind heartedness and pour it into you, and watch how far you can go.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I got another thing too. It's like, well, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about relationships. When I do get my heart broke, it motivates me more though. Like it really do. It's like I get my heart broke. Like say if I'm making a certain amount of money, while we in a relationship. That's cool. But then something bad happened in the relationship ends. Like it elevates me more. It makes me mad, makes me sad, and then I just put all of that energy into improving myself. It always helped me too. I ain't like it really always helped me. Like from the past relationships. I don't know what it is, but it's like I hate when it happens, but I like the outcome of it afterwards. I think it only happened with me though.
What?
I don't know. Like sometimes this might sound weird, but sometimes I do like the pain. Sometimes.
No, you don't like it. A part of you is just simply gotten used to it. No one likes pain. I didn't like it. No one else. But after a while, it's like anything else. You just figure it's gonna happen anyway. So I'll just deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? And again, that's stuff that you part of you having to grow up. You gotta grow up and put God first, and then you, and then let people come to you. You keep going to them and offering yourself up, and then you wonder why you empty in every way afterwards, because you went in there and you allow people to put their hands in your pocket from a spiritual point of view, right? And also, from an emotional point of view, you let them put their hands in your pocket and take whatever they want, and then at the end of the day, you ask yourself, well, why do I feel so broke or broken? Because of what
Mm-hmm.
you allowed.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to say the most important person to me right now is me, but I can still help others, but I first must make sure that I'm secure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I can be back.
Yeah, just take yourself off camera and then come back after you take off the travel. You could just walk. You take the phone and walk with you.
Yeah, the phone that I'm on right now, well, it's the off one. My other one, the one that's on the charger.
Okay, well just take the camera off and come back when you're done taking out the trash.
All right. Want me to mute you?
Yeah, you could mute yourself if you want.
All right.
Maybe you could tell your auntie, ask your auntie if she want to jump on the show or your cousins.
All right. Yeah, I got you.
All right. So yeah, that was my youngest son, Mr. 2500 Breezy. Of course, I didn't name him that. Don't be ridiculous. Of course, I didn't name him that, but that's what he tends to call him. Tell you the truth, I'm proud of the young man. He's very, very, very grounded, and he just need learn how to pull back. He has to learn how to pull back. Like everything else, he needs some refining, some molding, and some sculpting. Largest room in the world, room for improvement. So that's what we're looking at over with him. He's gonna make it, and I'm gonna be here, right here when he does. He is. I really see that in him. He'll probably be able to guide his two older brothers. You know, that's probably his lot in life, to make sure that they stay focused. They might be gifted in other things, but his gift is to really help them and show them that, look, this is what you're capable of doing, and then they'll excel. You know, you never know. You never, never, ever, ever know. But I'm proud of him, though. I am very proud of him. He just needs to tighten up on a few things. But I like what he's talking about. And now I just have to get his brothers on here and go from there. Actually, I got some other kids I raised too that weren't mine. They grown now. I wouldn't mind talking to them, see where they are right now as men and women. But yeah, like I told him, I was so frustrated. I did not want to do Daddy's Lounge today. Seriously, brother was a frustrated Freddy. 'Cause, man, shoot, frustration. I'm glad I did it though, because it was very therapeutic, very helpful, and I made up for the 15 minutes from Monday. I've been on for an hour and 15 minutes, so I'm proud of myself. Actually, it's an hour and 20 minutes I've been on. But when he comes back, I'm gonna tighten it up and finish up. I just want to see if he has any more questions. Then I'm gonna shut her down. But I want to thank you, Stacy, for coming through, and thank you everyone else. I'm not shutting it down right now, so don't stick and stay with me. Would you stick and stay with me? But sometimes the
But,
best way to deal with your frustration is just to deal with what your auntie say.
huh?
What she say?
Uncle Terry, my father said you want to hop on here.
Tell her come on and say
Oh
hi.
no, I look a mess. I just got from the gym, Troy.
Oh, well, say
I'm
hi
all sweaty
anyway.
and stuff.
Well, say hi.
Hi.
All right. Where the niece and nephew at?
He's showing it's his birthday. He's not in town.
Okay. What about the
He's
niece?
in the shower.
Huh?
You said he just taking a shower and
Oh, okay. Okay then. Okay. Well, come back on camera, son.
mm,
Come back on camera.
gotta drink my water.
That's good. Come back on camera.
Mm,
This is what I got to say to you. What I was saying while you were away. You have all the tools in the world to succeed, and I'm proud of you. But all that means nothing if you don't accept it and you don't utilize it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I get a lot of years from you, man. I want no more years.
No, I
I
wasn't.
want to come back. It's going to cost me a little bit of money to get up there, but I'm coming. But
Mm,
about 400 basically, but I'm coming nonetheless, right?
yeah. My
And I
fault.
don't want
I be saying yeah to like confirm that I heard you.
I don't want to I don't want to come up there for no reason. I don't want to come there to say hi. I mean, I'm going to say hi or hello. I'd rather spend time with a graduate.
Mm,
I said I come up there. I want to spend time with a graduate
yeah, I'm
and
definitely.
see my granddaughter.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to graduate. You got my word. I'm at the last step.
Give yourself your word
Yeah, I
and
gave.
go talk to your
Yeah, the
Spanish
river
teacher
kid. Just Nala. Go upstairs.
Mm,
and go talk to your Spanish teacher. Who's
all
that?
right.
Nala.
The dog.
Oh, he
Oh,
in your
her.
room?
That's for Zion.
What you say?
She in your room?
Yeah.
Oh, well, look there, son. I've been on for an hour and 20 something minutes now, right? You got anything you want to ask me at closing before I shut it down? Or you want to remember what I asked you to do tomorrow, right?
You call her?
Yeah.
Do it then. Just call me, just put me on FaceTime when you get up there.
All right.
Now, you got anything to say before I shut it down?
Um. Yeah, I just want to say I'm gonna pray over you on the stream and stuff. Because I do want you to stay consistent. I want you to take it serious, and it only takes that one stream or that one video to get you where you want to be at. So just have faith in this stream. I'm gonna pray for you, and just stay consistent, and then something will gonna come. I have faith too, though.
All right, thank you.
You are.
I want you to do the same thing. See it through.
All right, I appreciate it.
Nothing like think about when you were playing football. It was nothing better than when you got to that end zone, right?
Yeah, good feeling.
You remember when they kicked you in the balls and the coach asked if you want to stop playing,
Yeah, like I said, I want to keep
and
playing.
then you went out there and you scored. You knocked one boy over, and the other boy ran away because there's supposed to be two of them, but one of them punked out, and the other one you ran them down.
Yeah,
You remember that?
yeah. I remember it like it was
Live
yesterday.
life like that. If they hurt you, then you come back and you push them down. You push them
Mm.
down, and you keep going.
All right.
Pain ain't never You said sometimes you want to get hurt. No, you just allow yourself to get used to it. Stop doing that because you're gonna lose a part of yourself,
Yeah, you're
and you're
right.
gonna and it's gonna grow into some type of bitterness you don't even realize. Like you're gonna always have an excuse for not doing anything because no one ever did anything for you. So you put it on yourself now. It got to be something I'm doing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, yes and no. There's nothing wrong with you. The only thing is you got to stop loving others more than you love yourself. Some people don't deserve all that love.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. Not everybody deserves all of you. What happens when you give all of you away and there's nothing left for you?
If you give all of you to a person, then say if it goes wrong, you're gonna be mentally broke down. You have to rebuild yourself back up.
I'll make it easier for you. You're gonna be empty inside but limp. How you gonna be 20 years old and you can't get it up your limp? Because that's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen, huh?
Yeah. You're right.
That's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get, you don't want to do that. So, what you want to do every day when you wake up is say a prayer, whether it be "Thank you, Lord, guide me, please, keep me safe," and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every day you gotta learn something. I always taught y'all the largest room in the world is room for improvement, right?
Yeah.
So every day grow, learn something. Like this venture we gonna get into tomorrow, it might seem small to you now, but you could turn $10 into 100, just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And look, there's a thing out there I want both you and your brother to look into is go Google it. It's called a bread route in Maryland, bread routes in Maryland, RUTES, right?
Yeah.
What a bread route is you just jump online, you see which bread company is has routes available in your area, right?
Yeah.
You have to buy those route. You have to buy said route, right?
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, you could make at least anywhere from 70 to $100,000, and you only work 4 hours a day when you do a bread route, and you don't work any weekends because you could rearrange your days. You get 2 days off. Most
Mm-hmm.
people pick Saturday, Sunday off, and then you can make enough money to get another bread route, and you say to yourself, well, you write up a contract, you get an employee, you pay them $600 a week to do that bread route, and you're gonna make a whole lot more than that every week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because you're making $100,000 and you're paying someone $600, that's $2,400 a month, and
Yeah.
you're making $100,000. That's I think $10,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
So you're still gonna make at least $5,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
So now you're making an extra 60 a month on top of what you're making. You go get another bread route, you get somebody else to drive that. That's some more money coming in your pocket, and you only driving one truck, but you're making money off two truck, three trucks.
Yeah.
Or you and your brother can get together, each of y'all get a thing, and then each of y'all just buy a rate. Or you could also get into vending machines because people sell vending machines, and they sell the locations with the vending machines, right?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money too. So you can do both, and you'll never have to worry about money. You
Mm-hmm.
should always improve yourself because the world is changing. But and then something small, something else y'all can get into is y'all can get a cargo van, right?
Yeah.
And go on all the job sites and Google routes, right? So or put in a year a contract driver and see what routes are available in your area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of those routes will pay anything from 1,000 to 800 to 2,000 up to $5,000, and that's a week.
That's good.
So you figure you make $5,000 a week, it's $20,000 a month. That's two
Mm-hmm.
hundred thousand dollars a year, and then you could get a cargo van, then you could buy a second one, and you and Malcolm could do that, and you could always help your brother, right? You can take
Yeah.
him along. You can take him along. He can help y'all load.
Mhm.
Because you're really not gonna get anything that big. So one of you could work by himself. One of you could take your brother and you swap days and you pay him a little something. Everybody be all right. But those are just some ways you could make 200,000 a year, 100. Because get to the point where you can't. Stuff is becoming. You're not gonna be able to afford nothing. You know.
Right.
And don't speak all your idea like the stuff I shot out to you on here. That's fine, but I got a lot more ideas and plans. I'm not telling you everything, right?
Mhm.
But what I'm asking you to do, it definitely could work. I should have done it when I wasn't so weak. When I used to go to the store, remember the thrift stores we all went to, and I would see these shoes, and I always said I pick out good shoes, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like remember the bunk bed?
Yeah.
The one y'all picked out in the book cost $798, and then I got that same one from out the book for $125. Remember?
Good investment.
And all the mattresses were new. And then y'all helped me put it together. Well, I put it, but I put it up wrong at first. I didn't have to take it apart, right?
Yeah.
Y'all had to help me carry the pieces upstairs because they were so heavy, right?
Yeah.
And then when y'all got older, I separated the beds and put one in one room and left the other one in the other room, right?
Yeah.
So everybody had a bed. So that's just it, man. You know, you can't wait till you graduate to say this is what I'm gonna do. You got to start looking from now, whether it be the Air Force or whatever else you want to do. Start looking from now. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Love you, but I got to get off here. I'm getting sleepy.
I like more
Been here
pops.
for an hour and a half. All right.
All right.
All right. So I might ask you to come on again on Friday, but we'll see what I talk about on Friday. Last couple of shows I talked about Shador Sanders.
Mhm.
I talked about LeBron James and his son, and Bill Haney and Devin Haney, right?
Yeah.
And Chris Eubank Senior and Junior, and Nigel Benn and his son.
Mhm.
Because it seems to like the world does not like black fathers who do good by themselves.
Exactly.
They want to ridicule Dion for no reason. They want to ridicule LeBron James for no reason. They want to ridicule Bill Haney for no reason.
Mhm.
Why? Well, look, we'll jump on Friday and we can have that discussion. That'll be a good discussion. All right.
All right.
Love you, man. I'm tired now.
I like more pops.
All right, man.
All right.